Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm BlurryKnight, and also welcome to part 2 of the Halo TV series Roundtable interviews. This next interview is with Yerin and Jen Taylor, who play Kwan and Cortana respectively. Thank you again to Paramount for the opportunity to take part, and also I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
This is Chris Carter of Destructoid. So having seen the show, I think everyone did a good job, and both you, I think you both have very different challenges in terms of drawing upon new experiences and coming over from your own established performance. A great one, by the way. What lessons did both of you take from the games to apply to your performances in the series itself?
Well, I mean, I took the lesson of working on this for 20 years and trying to and being able to take all that we had created before to start this journey, which was a great gift. And going from doing voiceover to doing motion capture, which helped me ease my way into doing motion capture on screen, which made this a lot easier. Yeah, all my prior experience working on it has helped to lead to this point.
I think it was a little bit different for me, just in terms, just because my character is new and she is an original character. I did really try to soak in as much as I can about the Halo world, but as it is an adaptation, I just kind of really focused on the scripts and the kind of themes that we want to talk about, kind of, you know, corrupt politics and just dictatorship and like all that kind of stuff. And I guess hope and love and everything like that. That's just kind of what I really focused on, trying to play Kwan and trying to bring her to life as a new character.
Thank you.
Sean?
Hello, my name is Sean and I'm with Disappointment Media. How do you hope that your characters will inspire young women, especially young women who are gamers and watch the show?
How?
That's a good, how do I want
them to? I mean, I can draw from my own personal experience. You know, when I was a young kid, I didn't speak up for myself. I you know, quite shy, and I think, you know, just kind of being an Asian woman, I was always kind of taught to just be the bigger person and always say sorry first. Like those were the kinds of messages that and lessons that I learned growing up. But playing Kwan, I just kind of realized how important it is to stick up for yourself, because if you don't, no one else is going to. And just playing her for a very long period of time, I've learned so much from her, just as myself, Yerin, and I really hope that other younger female audiences will be able to feel empowered and to feel that even though there's so much chaos going around in the world, you can still manage to find a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
We have so many different strong female characters in this show. I feel like there is a good example for every young woman out there to see different kinds of strength, different kinds of power coming from all different types of women in different places. So, you know, you and also women who, like an admiral who has so much power, that and yet the strength is different. So I hope that we have a lot of examples for young women to see strong, powerful women.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gabe?
Hi, Gabriel Sigler with Bad Feeling Magazine in Montreal. My question is for Jen. Jen, you've been a part of Halo for so long, an intrinsic part of the games. I was curious if there was anything specific you were hoping to see when we finally got this big adaptation, and what were your thoughts on the transition between the two different mediums?
It's been, what I wanted to do was explore slightly different parts, you know, different parts or different aspects of this character. And I feel like I got to do that. And she's, you know, she's a little different, and yet she is familiar. And that felt safe, a little safe for me, being pushed into this being allowed to be stepping into this different medium. So there was some safety and some, you know, pushing my boundaries, which was great, which was really fun. And I can't give you too much information without spoiling things. So, but yeah, I got to do some different stuff, which was fun.
Thank you.
Najir.
Thank you.
Hi, Nigeria Chambers, Big Gold Belt Media. Jen, let's just call it what it is. Your voice acting work is nothing short than legendary.
Oh,
But
thank you.
that doesn't always guarantee that you will land the live action version. But as fans, you know, we just recently seen somebody like Kevin Conroy finally, after years, being able to step into the live action version of Batman. And now you stepping into this in the live action version. Have you just taken a second to really just metabolize all of the feelings and emotions to land to this point, to see this come to life?
What a lovely question. No. Shall we do it now? Shall I process it with you all?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't know how to, that is such a big sort of notion and a big idea that it's hard to actually process that and move forward. And that's I don't know. I don't know how to process that.
It's a lot to process.
It is a lot. It is overwhelming. And it's an honor to be involved in this game for so long, and this story for so long, that I pinch myself daily. So no, I haven't really taken that all in. I don't know how to process that really, in all honesty.
Well, thank you so much for all you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Brady.
Hi there, Brady Raters from BlurryKnight in Cape Town, South Africa. Yerin, you've done a fair amount of work in the theatre. What was it like making the jump to a big series like Halo?
It was a big leap.
Yeah.
It wasn't a leap. It was a
Flying,
yeah, literally
airplane ride.
No, it's so different. Theaters, you kind of have to project and give everything to every single audience from the back row, whereas screen is a lot more intimate. But what's really great was that Pablo was really, really supportive of my kind of transition, and he was so lovely and gave me the biggest tips, was just there with me. And when you have someone who supports and cares for you, it just makes everything so much easier, and you feel like you're supported and cared for.
He is a remarkable leader, because I
100%.
felt the same way. I felt like, this is not my medium. This is not something I feel super comfortable with. And he was very supportive.
Got thrown into the deep end, and he taught me how to swim. And it definitely made going into Halo a much more special experience.
Perfect. Thank you.
Kate.
Hi there, Kate Sanchez from But Why Though. I am a huge fan of Halo, and I have been for a really long time. So it's amazing to see this new chapter open up. Yerin, specifically, I wanted to ask what it was like to step into a role that is so physical and also so emotional. Episode 1, you go through it. So is it hard to balance that physicality with that emotion and kind of shift between the two?
100% yes. And I learned the hard way. Unfortunately, I actually did kind of injure myself during that beginning, war sequence and whatnot. I think the biggest takeaway I've found is mental health, spiritual health, physical health, that you can't beat that. And just trying to find a balance, whatever that is, on the off time, trying to do what makes you happy so that at work you can do your best job possible. I think that was the biggest takeaway for me. But Kwan, is a very emotionally expressive character. And but the crew kind of give me the space and the time to allow me to access those emotions and that space. Everyone's patience is also really, really something to note as well. Yeah.
Great. And Frederick, last question.
Hi, Frederick Nudie from Choice Cut Media. Glad to be here. A question for both of you, I guess, would be, what is the number one thing you want fans to learn about your character?
The number one thing we want them to learn about our character.
I think for Kwan, it's I just want people to know that people, when they're going through, when you've lost something, people will go through so many different emotions and ways of dealing with it. and just the kind of, you know, humanity one has. Sorry, I am going to re-say all that stuff because my brain is co-appropriating everything that I'm trying to say. Yeah, I guess it's just like humans are very, very flawed. And Kwan is a prime example. She's not perfect, you know, she's fearless and she says a lot of things, but sometimes it kind of comes out of a place without thinking of any consequence. But it's just kind of like, how do you give someone time and space and love to grow, to figure out their purpose in life? I think that's the biggest takeaway for Kwan.
My character has a truly, at the beginning of this experience, has a truly blank slate and is able to grasp vast amounts of information faster than we can comprehend as human beings. But what is truly important, and because so she can be a guide, she can be your guide, she can be Master Chief's guide, right? In many ways. But what she learns from him is equally important. And as he is discovering his humanity, so is she. She's understanding what humanity is. And that is a beautiful experience to have. And I feel like that is I don't know what I want audience members to take away from that, other than perhaps, you know, the ability to learn, you know, to learn from others can aid our humanity, can aid our empathy. It is a pretty remarkable thing because I believe that she becomes more empathetic as this series evolves. Yeah. And she's a computer. So what? Let's break it down.
AI in the building.
Yeah.